And hello, everyone. We're back with the Girl Dad Flag podcast. As always, I'm Coach Eric here with Finley. Say hi, Finn.
Hi, everyone.
All right, folks, this is our standard format here. We're going to jump right into the huddle, and what that is Finley's going to explain what she learned at practice this week. So, Finn, go ahead and take it away. What did you learn at one of your many practices this week?
So, one of my practices, I learned the proper way how to pull the flag. And you want to take your right hand and reach it to the left, the left side, and
left
pull
hip.
it. Yeah, left hip.
Yep.
And then take your left hand, pull it to the right hip. But it's better to go with both hands, just
Sure.
in case you miss with the first one.
Yeah.
You always have the bottom one. And on the top of the belt, there's this white little buckle part. You want to grab
The clip.
the clip. So you want to grab that so it pops. And if you miss, you still have a whole flag to grab.
Yeah, that's perfect explanation, Finn. I mean, we teach the girls to break down, get wide, and almost like a ground ball fielding stance, right? You take
Yeah.
your left hip, kind of go a little bit aggressively towards the clip, pull down with both hands, and like you said, two hands is perfect. So honestly, that's the perfect explanation of it. I don't think much more is needed. If you go to our socials or our website, we'll have a video breaking that down, but that's perfect technique, Finn. Great job.
Thank
So coming
you.
up is the playbook. Stay tuned.
Playbook.
All right, and we're back. We're going to jump right into the playbook. That is where Finley breaks down a drill or a play that we learned. In this case, we did a new drill this week. I'm constantly searching social media, seeing what PE teachers and stuff are doing. Just try and find a drill that is fun for the girls and kind of incorporates a flag football or two techniques. So, Finn, why don't you go ahead and explain the drill that we did this week that you enjoyed the most?
So one of the drills I enjoyed the most today was called Tic-Tac-Toe.
Okay.
And you set up cones. One, the people are going to stand behind the one cone. Then you're going to put the two, the cones in a zigzag
Sure.
order. And then you're going to set
You're going
up.
to put two cones next to each other, kind of creating a path for somebody to run to, right? And then
Yeah.
they're kind of zigzagging. We're practicing jump cutting to the left, jump cutting to the right, and running through the cones. We set up about 4 or 5 cones to get the girls, practicing their cutting speed. And then we have a tic-tac-toe board set up. So, Finn, what's once you run through the cones, what do you do?
So after you run through the cones, you're going to go through this tic-tac-toe board. So it's tic-tac-toe in real life. So you're going to run to a spot, and the coach is going to throw you the ball. You're going to try and catch the ball. And if you catch it, your next partner can run up and do it. If you drop it, you're just going to keep catching and catching until you got it.
Perfect. So really, Finn nailed it again. It's a obstacle course or a zigzag course, as you will. You run through, working on technique. You get to the one of the 9 X's or O spots on a tic-tac-toe board. Coach fires you the ball. As soon as you catch it, your next teammate can go. It's perfect for 9, 10 girls. Really works on teamwork, catching the ball, zigzagging, cutting through a drill. The girls get really into it. I mean, they strategize before. It teaches them to huddle up. We assign one person to talk in the air quote huddle. The girls come up with a strategy, and it gets pretty wild at the end. We do best of 9, so they kind of run through, and it's a great warm-up drill. I really look forward to it, and it's something that the girls really liked, Finn. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I really like that one.
Awesome. Stay tuned. We're going to get into some news, and then we've got the our favorite part coming up after that, the dad-daughter draft. All right, and we're going to jump into the news here. What the news is just how much this sport is expanding. I believe the last numbers that I saw were 17 states had it as a fully recognized varsity sport with state championships, and another 18 to 22 run either pilot or independent programs. So that brings the total up somewhere between 30 and 40 states, depending on the data. I've seen anything from 60 to 70% growth in this sport. It's really growing. So, Finn, what do you think about that? Pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
It's really exciting. By the time, Finley's 9 years old, she's in 3rd grade. By the time she gets to high school, I can't imagine where this sport's going to be. So we're trying to be a resource for people to come and join and help you out. So coming up next is going to be the dad-daughter draft. It's a new one that we're really excited about, and
My favorite part.
stay tuned. All right, now we get into our favorite part, the dad-daughter draft. As always, Finley and I are going to draft a team of 5 characters, items, whatever it is. And this week we've decided to go with vegetables. So you got to use your imagination a little bit here, like Finley and I did. This is a produce aisle battle, right? Aisle 1 at the grocery store. So, Finn, why don't you go ahead and start us off with your quarterback and just give us a quick little brief synopsis of why you thought what you chose would be good.
So my quarterback is broccoli.
Okay.
I feel like broccoli has a big brain and
Okay.
it can like quickly throw the ball, and it has like a good under pressure like technique. kind of.
Okay, yeah, you got to steam it. It's hard, it takes a lot to cook, so it might be good under pressure, kind of
Yeah.
cooked under pressure. I like it. I went with spinach. Popeye level strength, compact, burst through traffic and power forward, like even when your flags are tugged. That's why I went with spinach. So why don't you tell us who your running back would be?
My running back is a onion because I have a power move for it.
Okay.
So imagine a fruit or a vegetable is what I meant.
Sure.
Running towards it, and all of a sudden the onion sheds his skin and makes the other defender start like crying.
That's brilliant. Oh my
And
gosh.
it's super sticky, so it would make them stop, and he could just sprint all the way down the field.
Wow, that's amazing, actually.
Thanks.
That's going to be a problem. I went with a jalapeno pepper.
Uh-oh.
Spicy and fiery hot, has like a sudden burst of speed off the line and can burn its defenders. So I thought that was kind of cool. You figure a little jalapeno pepper scooting around the field. So why don't you go ahead and give into your wide receiver 1?
My wide receiver 1 is a cucumber.
Okay.
These cucumbers, I feel like, are those very tall vegetables.
Sure.
And I feel like that could be like a quick one to
Okay.
just turn around, catch the ball. And I feel like they would be a fast.
Yeah, and they always
vegetable.
kind of keep their cool, right? Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah,
That's
cool
a good
as a
one. You don't want
cucumber.
a diva wide receiver out there freaking out. The cucumber's just chilling and cool and having a good time. That's a great one. I went with a potato, I just figured solid, sturdy potatoes,
Potato.
eyes on the prize, anchors the line, creates lane, and rarely gets pulled out of position. You ever try and pull up a potato? It's difficult, and I feel like pulling a flag of a potato would be tough too. So
It's like soap.
yeah, right. Sometimes. So that's why I thought of that. Yeah, perfect. So, all right, let's go wide receiver 2. What do you have?
My wide receiver 2 is a carrot.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like with their leafy green
Okay.
like, stem, it would be very hard to miss it.
Yeah,
so
it's like
it'd
a
be
quarterback looks for the orange and green contrast.
Yeah, and I feel like it would be a good go route, deep route, like
Sure,
running.
they're skinny and fast. Usually
Yeah.
follows along with skinny, right?
Yeah, and they could just catch.
All right,
and run.
kind of throw it into the green
End
tops,
zone.
and the ball gets
Yeah.
caught in there, and they fall in. I love it. That's great, babe. I went with a celery. Same thing. Tall, crisp stalks, great stride length, explosive first step for me. I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of think something, and I figured
You're going with it.
celery stick. Maybe I put some peanut butter in there, and the ball sticks to it like peanut butters and raisins or something. Who
And the
knows?
rest not getting that ball after.
Yeah, right. You need a new ball after. It's brown already, right? So the ball would just stay brown. All right. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what your center is?
My center I have as cabbage because like Cabbage Patch
Okay.
and all that. And I feel like another one is like they have like all that leafy kind of stuff on their head.
Sure.
So it'd be hard like not to miss it, and the defense would be wondering how to cover it.
Yeah, I get it. Kind of like the cabbage patch keeps the crew together tight,
Yeah.
like a cabbage is wound pretty tight. Another great one, babe. I went with corn. Tall stalks of corn, kernels are packed tight, wind jump balls, block effectively. I don't know. Again, we're just having
gotta
silly
stick
fun
with it.
here. And yeah, right. You commit to something and who knows. So, all right. Well, we're going to head down to Girl Dad Arena here and
Bring
see
it
how this
on.
plays out. So stay tuned. We're really excited to bring you the matchup. Thanks. And welcome, everybody, to week 2 here at Girl Dad Arena. This week we have the Veggie Bowl. It's a 5-on-5 hypothetical game here between vegetables. It's Team Owl, helmed by Coach Eric, whose head is still spinning from last week's tough loss, versus Team Axolotl, who's still smiling as always from last week's big victory. Spinach leads the charge for Team Owl, while Broccoli tries to stalk the victory for Team Axolotl. 5 players each, flags flying, produce colliding like a spill in aisle 1 at your grocery store. Let's get this thing crispin'. Captains meet at midfield. Team Axolotl calls tails as always, and turns out tails does fail sometimes.
What?
Axolotl automizes its tail, shrugs her shoulder, and retreats to the sideline with her patented grin spinning ear to ear, says, "We're still okay." First half, Team Owl starts with the ball. Corn, those tall stalks and packed kernels, snaps it cleanly to Spinach. Spinach takes the snap, fakes the jalapeno, and zips a short pass to Potato on a slant. That sturdy spud lowers his shoulder, anchors the middle like an unbreakable root, drags Cucumber and Carrot an extra 7 yards before they yank his flag for a gain of 24. First down at midfield. Next play, Jalapeno Pepper gets the handoff on a sweep. He's hot.
Get him.
He's fiery. Sudden burst of speed off the line leaves Onion grasping at air. Jalapeno bursts past Broccoli on the edge for a 15-yard scamper. First down behind him, and now it's 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Come on, defense.
Next play, Jalapeno Pepper gets the handoff on the sweep. He's fiery. He's hot. Sudden burst of speed off the line
Somebody
leaves
get
Onion
him.
grasping at air. Jalapeno burns past Broccoli on the edge and powers forward. Even as Carrot tugs his flag from behind, it's a 15-yard scamper. First down, Owls at the
Carrot.
20. Spinach drops back. Celery explodes off the line with those crisp gazelle-like strides. Spinach launches a high-arching bomb. Celery stretches those long stalks, hauls it into 5, and dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Mighty Owls. The Owls go for 1. Spinach rolls to his right and hits Potato on a quick out. 7-0 Owls. Team Axolotl's first possession with Broccoli under center. Cabbage snaps it. It's a screen pass to Carrot. Carrot stretches those long orange legs, but Potato is a brick wall. The solid spud sheds Cabbage's block and yanks Carrot's flag for a 4-yard loss. It's 2nd and long now. Broccoli drops back, hits Cucumber on a hitch route for 11 yards. Cucumber's cool and slick. Moves keep him slippery as she makes the catch. It's 3rd down now. Onion takes a pitch and tries to juke at the Jalapeno. Onion layers on the tiers and moves, but Jalapeno comes up spicy, strips the flag clean, loss of 6. Team Axolotl decides the punt.
My tongue.
The score after each possession, 7-0 Owl. It's the Owls' second drive, and Spinach is looking particularly Popeye strong today. He powers through a blitz from Cabbage, spins like a whirlwind, and finds Celery on a crossing route for 18 yards. It's 2nd and short. Jalapeno takes a handoff, bursts through traffic, leaves Axolotl's defenders burning behind him for another first down. Jalapeno is literally almost on fire. It's 3rd and short. Spinach fakes the handoff, steps up, fires to Potato on a drag route. Potato bulldozes through 3 defenders, eyes locked on the prize, and powers into the end zone, dragging Onion with him. Touchdown, Owls. They go for 1, and they succeed. 14-0 Mighty Owls with 4 minutes left in the first half. Team Axolotl takes possession for the 2nd time, and Broccoli shows its big brain and vision. Scrambling away from Spinach's pressure, she lofts a deep ball to Carrot on a go route. Carrot stride length eats up grass. 38-yard gain. Axolotls are in business. On the next play, Cucumber runs a perfect post. Broccoli delivers a strike right on the numbers. Touchdown, Axolotls. The Axolotls decide to go for 1. Broccoli throws it to Cabbage on a quick seam. Cabbage wins the jump ball with height. 14-7 as the clock expires. We go into halftime.
Uh-oh.
We begin the second half with Team Axolotl taking the ball. Broccoli fakes the Onion and hits Cucumber on a slant for 22 yards. Cucumber nods over to Coach Axolotl on the sideline, exuding its coolness under pressure. It's 2nd and short. Onion gets the rock on a counter. She sheds a block from Corn and jukes Jalapeno not once but twice, scorching the earth where Jalapeno was. But here comes Potato, anchoring the gap like a rock in the soil, and pulls the flag at the line. No gain. 3rd and long. Broccoli scrambles, sees Carrot open deep. Carrot hauls in a 29-yard bomb and gets dragged down by Celery. 1st and goal for Team Axolotl. Broccoli steps back, looks, throws it to Cucumber in the corner. Corn leaps up with those high corn stalks and bats it down. Incomplete. After the 2nd down incompletion, Broccoli takes a slant, drops back, Broccoli looks, but Jalapeno bursts in like a chili pepper on fire and sacks him for a 7-yard loss. Turnover on down, Al's ball. Team Al takes over, looking to close it out. Spinach does just that. He marches them down the field. Celery runs a perfect out and up, explosive first step, leaves Carrot in the dust, and Spinach hits him with a 47-yard dot. Next play, just short of the goal line, Jalapeno goes in motion, brushes past Corn, igniting his unpopped kernels to flake, causing a massive distraction in a scene similar to your local movie theater. Corn powers forward as Team Axolotl is completely distracted. The wise old Al pulls one off. We throw a touchdown. Touchdown, Owls. Extra point is good on Spinach. Tosses it Potato in the back corner of the end zone. 21-7 Owl. Axolotl's team looks on in desperation. Broccoli goes no huddle. She connects with Cucumber for 3 straight completions of 9, 12, and 15 yards, moving the chains with precision. It's a handoff to Onion. She sheds her skin, leaving everyone in tears after an 8-yard run, but Potato steps up and pulls the flag like he's done all game. Next play, Broccoli drops back, fires at the Carrot on a deep out, but Celery closes like a cheetah and nearly picks it. 3rd down and goal. Broccoli launches one to Cabbage, just short of the end zone. Cabbage wins the jump ball, but Spinach flies in and defends the pass like Bluto was trying to talk to Olive Oil. He uses his strength and yanks the flag just as the ball is secured. Turnover, Owls take over on the 1-yard line. Coach Al wisely asks the ref for time left and tells Spinach, be smart with the ball here. Spinach abides. Spinach hands it to Jalapeno for a spicy 12-yard burst to run the clock. One final play. Spinach rolls out, spots Potato wide open on a wheel route. That sturdy Potato catches it, lowers the shoulder, and powers through Broccoli and Onion for the game-sealing touchdown. 28-7 Mighty Owls as the clock expires. Final score, Team Al 28, Team Axolotl. They even up the series at 1-1. Both teams meet at midfield and shake hands. We go down to the field for a post-game wrap-up, and what a leafy battle that was. Spinach was pure sailor power all game, compact, unbreakable, and clutch. Jalapeno brought the heat with those fiery bursts and left defenders burning. Potato was the ultimate anchor, creating lanes, refusing to budge. Get it, bud? Like potato bud? Lame dad joke. Celery's gazelle speed was unguardable on the deep balls, and Corn dominated the middle with height and blocks. For the Axolotl's crew, Broccoli had moments of brilliance and vision. Carrot stretched the field with big plays. Cucumber stayed cool and slippery, and Onion brought the toughness and the crowd to tears as well as the players. Cabbage owned the line of scrimmage, but the Mighty Owls were just too fresh and powerful today. We go down to the field for an interview with the MVP. Do you have any thoughts, MVP?
I am what I am, and today I am a champion.
And that's it from Girl Dad Flag Arena. Stay tuned next week for Week 3's rematch as the 1-1 Coach Al and Coach Axolotl square off again. Thanks for everyone listening today, and see you next time at Girl Dad Flag Arena.